But numbers with the Tigers. Been a good start for them. Another fumble from Pickett. But they go back inside. Not a great ball, and pretty well taken in the end by Luke Foley. Pickett. Repeat entries here for the Tigers. Revolt at the back. Barras ground level. Revolt off the ground. The Tigers get there first. They go inside again, and big fly, Darling. Here he is. Natanui at the back. Natanui! Big goal.
Back in the middle. Two great surges from him. Bolton now stars every which way you look here in this game. Off the back, Coleman Jones caught cold. 3 intercept marks already for Floston. Deep inside, Rewald's got the position here. Kick of 15 metres. No problems for a guy of Rewald's quality. And for football generally, lots of money raised there. Buy a beanie if you can help. Natanui threw it on the boot. Kennedy in a one-out contest. And what he did then was protect the drop zone of the footy. Players coming at him. Kick away. Will advantage be paid? Should be. Kennedy gets his first.
Wants to go. He eventually does. Really composed Luke Foley. Wide to Duggan. And here he comes. Big JK. Oh, bang. He is on song. Yo. Great to have him back playing footy for that reason. So damaging by hand and foot. Kennedy. Lovely ball. Jermaine Jones. Kennedy gets it back. They've opened him up here. Had his issues with set shots this year, but that's beautiful. Looping handball for Rioli. Back to Caddy. Back to Rioli, but he walks into trouble.
Advantage.
And advantage paid is going to work for Graham. Sticks it through. Now they can slingshot here, West Coast. Middle of the ground, Darling. Quick release here for Edwards. And now then, Oscar Allen in all sorts of room. Take a good kick from here. And that is a good kick. Wow.
Yeah, not a public holiday either, so a fantastic crowd work tomorrow.
Okay. Natanui. Cotchin. Hooley. No high tackle that time by Yo. And Yo wants to go on with it as well.
Lambert's been missing, but how important he is at getting up and down the field.
Allen down to Martin. So dangerous. Incredibly dangerous. And he has slotted it. Baker. Caddy. Good ball for Bolton. Fast play here, Tigers. Coleman Jones out the back.
50 metres.
And 50 makes a certainty of it. Josh Rotham can't believe it. And the lead will go to the Tigers. Pumping ball, almost Castagna. Nelson does well. Tunnels it to Sheed. But the heat comes from Richmond. Lambert inches it forward to Bolton. Good hands. Arts gets around. Arts has got it. Through.
Bolter was able to tidy it up. They go forward here. Picked up on the half volley magnificently. I think it was Edwards. G. Baker did well. Got it to Lambert. Lambert goes inside 50. Oh, Bolton! The fly of the year. Lambert backs up his own work. Magnificent Richmond goal. And they have kicked 4 in a row.
And Richmond done such a great job of forcing this kick that long down the line, which West Coast don't want to take.
Natanui in the air. Gets to the back of Darling, who's been quiet. Kennedy. Jermaine Jones, coat hanging.
West Coast.
Jones from the set shot, and that is perfect.
Decides to launch and go a little bit longer with the pressure that came to bear. Off hands, picked up by Cripps. Round the corner, does it clear? No. Broad, Ryan's right on him. Had to get rid of it, Broad. Make no mistake, that was the pressure from Liam Ryan. To get him back within 4 points, West Coast. Beautiful kick. West Coast down by just 4.
Two in a row now for the Eagles, and Nat Newey really starting to go to work in the middle. And that helps. Redden getting repeatedly punched in the head. As Graham was trying to...
The West Coast, we just see here, is probably entitled to feel like he's being unfairly treated, Jack.
He was trying to show that he was trying to handball, but in the end it was just a punching bag.
That is extraordinary. Arts. What about the way West Coast have kicked it here? Bolton bit off a bit more than he can handle that time. Cripps got him. Played in the Teal Cup with him for Western Australia as well, Dan Foley. So they are a great footballing family. Big hello to Dan as Edwards spearing ball. Finds Rewalt. Rewalt in the middle of the ground. Launches long. One-on-one with Martin. Barris across to help out. Did it so well.
Grimes, good hands. Edwards. Bolton looking for Rewalt. Rioli. McIntosh again. Cameron Jones. Coleman Jones, I should say, and he had to stand under it. Needs some reward for effort here, the Tigers. And Coleman Jones gets it for him.
Off hands, Edwards. Ryan's got to go over the top. McIntosh did really well in the contest to keep the ball in front. Grimes gives him another challenge, and he accepts that as well. Kick around the corner to Rewalt. Got the little runner in Castagna. Gives in the ball. Castagna around one. Forced the kick on the left. Well done, the Tigers. Redden, short ball, Nat Newey. Almost within range, Nick Nat Newey. 1 minute and 12 seconds. In desperate need to trim this 18-point margin back. He just bowls over Rewalt, and then a kick lands in the waiting arms of Ryan. Right behind him here to get back within 2 goals. Got it!
So necessary goal for West Coast. Time enough here for the Tigers. Bolton, end-on-end ball. Barris, very good intercept marker. Shannon Hearn generates something here for the Eagles. Get this big crowd really fired up. Long ball in for Big JK. A real craftsman when it comes to these sort of set shots. Play on the call. The crowd will tell the story. West Coast get the first of the final term.
West Coast forward half early in this final quarter. Having multiple reloads at it. Rewalt. More in desperation out the back door to try and get something going, and he does. Bolton bearing down. The paddle needs to be clean. Martin, little right foot along the ground. Got it bending the right way. Superb Tiger goal.
That Newey high.
Richmond. Edwards.
Free kick is going Shane Edwards' way. Bolton, Arts, they've got it inside 50. Lambert off a step, 2 in a row. Gaff, Redden ahead of him. Redden will flick it back onto Gaff, outside 50. Jams it into Langdon. Zach Langdon saw him strike one really well earlier, but it didn't quite get the trip. That's not either. Got none of that. Kennedy has to fist from behind. Allen.
Dangerous tackle.
Dangerous dangerous tackle. Wow. Big call.
Gee, I don't know about that.
How's that a dangerous tackle?
Just his momentum carried him forward as well.
And he's missed. Pickett wrapped up. Castagna walks away. Handball to Graham. This had really hurt. Bolton, long and straight.
Break. He hurt his shoulder in that incident with Tom Barras in the third quarter, looking very sore.
Ball inside 50 here for West Coast. Out the back was Waterman. Grimes working hard. Little bit of a throw, was it? The advantage not paid here. Holding their breath on this kick, I am sure. 50 metres, it's on line. It's curled around the post.
Yo's been really important. Not sure how he dispossessed that ball, but it doesn't matter. Edwards really good. Handball not great. Nelson's got to go to work. On the ball. Not helped by the handball from Gaff.
Just been the leg speed and their willingness to close space of the Richmond forwards and get up the ground.
Dusty, a running barrel, high inside 50. And Hearn did brilliantly well.
You can be happy with stopping and holding in every situation like that. Darling. 50-metre penalty. What can they conjure up out of this? A beautifully weighted kick to the middle of the ground. Edwards got it on to Kennedy. Gets by Hurley. Low ball. Cripps. Massive attempt on goal here. And that's straight through the middle. They've got it back for a 10-point game. Cripps has got a couple.
79% in this last quarter. They're putting enormous pressure on this Richmond back six.
Turnover. Straight to Edwards. Dimmer can't believe it. Edwards sits it in the hole. Allen. This time he doesn't miss. Nothing Adam Simpson can do. Barras. Edwards. Now just get it and go. Elliot Yeo does exactly that. Liam Ryan gets it out the back. What's he got here? The flyer. Left foot ball and he hits Kennedy. Jeez, did it carry the distance? Doesn't matter. Since the 12-minute mark of the second quarter, what's the champ got? He bends it. He bends it. He bends it through. West Coast hit the front.
We talk about Liam Ryan's game. He's been pretty quiet today, but hey, it only takes a moment in the game to have your influence, and he did it right there. A really good contested ball win against a player who had a good game today, Nathan Broad, and what a finish by Kennedy.
Look at the crowd reaction. Isn't that fantastic, that side?
Wow. 36 seconds for the Tigers. They know precisely. Yo with the clearance. Imagine if they'd only played him for the 80 minutes. Here's Jermaine Jones and Ryan. They tangle. Still time for the Tigers. Grimes, little Chisler. Joel played on. Floston. It was risky. Here go the Tigers. The kick's got to hit the mark. Rewalt's got it. Plays on. Handball to Martin. Don't tell me. From 55 metres out. Long ball. Hearn marks. West Coast are going to win. West Coast will win and beat the Tigers in front of a packed crowd. They have